Okay, let me explain about the basic posture and now one of the footworks is the first the hand posture. You can see the back side too. So feet together, make it 90 degrees on your ankle and make it straight. That's the length of the width of the foot and shoulder together. That's the natural posture. And make one half step and align it. And for the beginning, for the practice, maybe you go a little bit deeper and knee goes down like this. It's very important to maintain your knees, both knees, always in your footprint. Never go outside like this or like this when you move. So it's always staying there. That's how, if you go to this knee go out of your footprint, it's always your weight, all of your weight is going to go put on the other legs, which you don't want to do that. So you always want to maintain your weight 50-50. In that case, you can always move either leg in any movement. And first, kind of move your knees back and forth to make a push move. But when you do that, make sure knees never go like this, which means your hip is not really moving. That's why your knees go like this direction. So to prevent that, you have to kind of swing, rotate your hip like this. When you go move forward, your hip turn this direction, so both your knees maintain the footprint. When you put back, rotate to the other way, so your knees always maintain that. So when most of the time people do that, because your hip is not moving, that's why your knee goes like this direction. So make sure you rotate. But you also want to face to straight. If your hip turn, you don't want to head turn this direction, including your body. So your upper body has to maintain over in the forward. So which means when you turn the hip this direction, you turn to the opposite direction, so your body, the upper body, maintain the same straight. So when you do this, make sure rotate your hip. It's very important eventually. So when you practice, get the good posture, when you do the funako-gi or menchi practice, make sure you maintain this. One more thing about Irimi footworks is step out and enter. That's Irimi movement. That's Irimi movement. So forward, up and over, step out and step in. Most of the time what I see when people do that, because these legs stay in the same posture and the same direction, that's why most of people just when you make a step out and step in, remain this. That's why when you go deeper, your heel goes up. You don't want to do that because now all my weight is on here. You want to do the same posture like this. So which means when you make a step, Irimi steps, 1, 2, the moment you step in the second step, you have to turn your koshi and turn your back leg to the 90 degrees. So you maintain the same posture steady. And this is very steady. This is very weak. Looks like very strong in the front, but it's very weak because your ankle is almost going up like this. Make sure get back to the same posture. So when you do any technique like kotegaishi, sumi-otoshi, make sure back leg goes like this. So turn to the 90 degree to the outside like this, which is very important. Like this. So when you practice, when you see your footworks, make sure for the Irimi, step out, when you step in, step out and step in, then this. Always this. Okay? That's very basic, and you can kind of start with this for practicing. It's very important, so that's why I want you guys to begin with it. Every time you do the technique, go like this, which means you are using your hip. So make sure you turn your back leg like this, or you use koshi to create more energy. That's very important. Last time I introduced the Irimi footworks, like step out, step in, and make sure the back leg go 90 degree. That's the last picture. That's Irimi. That's Irimi footwork. I try. This time I'm going to introduce the Tenkan footwork. Tenkan means turning. So here, step out and here. This is the Katatedori Tenkan. So make a step out. But when you make a step, not like straight foot like this. When you make a step, you always start turning. Because every time when you make a move, your hip koshi is already turning. So instead of go straight like this, make sure you turn. So it's like a, like a parking your car. So like this direction. And keep your posture straight like there and tall. And your back center never go like this or tilt like this. It's always stay in the center. So you're turning, keep a good posture. Remember, the same thing here. Here, as you go, make sure you always line up the foot direction. Which means from here, this one has to go forward. Every time you face, the front leg is always where you're facing, where you're going. And that's Katatedori Tenkan. And Kosadori Dosan Tenkan will do like this. Step out, turn, out, up. Same thing from here. Your leg go like carve like this. Okay, from here, turn, come back, then align like the same thing. So which means from here, turn here, this one, come back. Try not to make each side of your leg as the center of your sandwich. And try not to turn like this. Make sure your center is always in your center. So try not to tilt, bend, or like just you don't want to put your weight on one leg, so keep it centered. In turn, most people have a tendency to go up because you have a momentum, go like this. But make sure you maintain it's always facing very forward. Okay, today I'd like to introduce a couple of the hand moves. I kind of introduced many times about the footworks. Now I'd like to introduce about the hand move. Basically for the covering and each techniques. In the warm-up, we do the upper hand covering like this. So when you do that, make half step 1 feet forward and 1 feet out. And you have to always maintain the distance between the legs. So whenever you step out, you move the exactly same distance for the first step. So do like this. And first one is covering from the front hand like this, cover your face. But instead of using your hand, make sure you use your body time instead of just hand. So, and that's come with the footworks. So it's gonna be like this. So it's almost like making a space. This is where I'm standing, and there's the opponent coming, and you kind of touch. So this is kind of blocking, but make sure you turn your arm like this direction. So as it comes, you kind of rotate. It's not blocking. It's like just leading the striking from the other direction. So this is for covering your face, like this. So also, first I'm kind of facing all her body. When you do this, you can only show the side. So you kind of switch your body, turn this direction, which means hip stay this direction. When you do this, you kind of direct this direction. So you can kind of cover. So this movement calls the covering. So like this. It's here, cover, like this. This. So make sure your body, all over your body, related, connected, I would say. This. This. Then, second one is covering your face from the backhand like this. The footwork is the same distance, then cover. Same thing. When you turn your koshi, that's how you block. It's not hand. This is, you see, my body, my hand is connected with my koshi turning. So it's come like this. Here, like this. So the punch is coming like this, or this direction. Use the spinning of your hands to spin the punch striking away like this. The other hand, you could go like this, this, or even this. So it's very flexible. But the basic is just turn like this. Use the backhand, turn, but keep your face straight, not like this, straight. Which means even though you're turning, but you're still facing front. Okay? So this, this, this. And the third one is cutting down, which is blocking for the kicking or stabbing or your stomach, or even like a stomach blow punch. So here the same thing. The footwork is the same. It's just this direction, but this time because it's coming here, make sure your bag is not on the pass. So make sure you make a clear pass for the striking. Then this one hand from up to cut. Like this, 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 this. This time more like go just opening because you want to move as quick as possible. This one also, because you want the kick to push this direction and push it away. So instead of cutting straight, it's more like making a circle this direction. So this, 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 here, this, here, cut, make a circle, away. The key is your hand is attached with your footwork. So when it's come, you see my foot is also moving away from the striking. Like this. It's not like this is not connected. This is connected. So this is connected. This is not connected. So make sure when you make a move, any movement, feel the connection of your spinning with whole body starting from your ankle, knees, hips, back, neck, shoulder, elbow, and wrist. All connected together. So everything move at the same time. That's the the importance of the movement. Then the hand and the second and the fourth one will be the striking for the yokomen uchi, or even like a striking face. Step out, turn, and this direction. So which means the footwork is all right up until here is the same, but as soon as you push in, you turn half step. I mean, not half step. You make a turning, but you keep the posture. So which means your left foot goes to the back leg, and right foot goes from back leg to the front leg. It's turning, but it's turning without the steps. So from here, and then kind of push up. Then use this turning, and bring the other hand, cover your face like this. So out, turn around your body and cover your face and turn. So here, out, turn around, and this. So this one contains another footwork, new footworks, instead of Irimi or Tenkan. This time it's like moving in, but you turn. So you have to be able to turn like this, keep the foot in the same position, but you turn your hip, turn your costume. So here, step out, push it up and push it up. From here, turning, start with your ankle. Turn around and push it down. Step out, turn around, like this. Here, step out, turn around, this. Stay in the same good posture all the time. Here, turn, here. Then you make another step when you warm up. So it's not here like this. It's actually here. This is one. Then because sometimes if you want turn, or if you want to immediately come back, so this is not halfway, but you want to come back this direction again. So here. Always you have to be able to go turning and blocking, then come back and enter, or it just goes turn around. So that's the fourth one for yokomen uchi. It's also applied for the striking side. It's very useful and humble. Block your face, block your body. Step moving up. Sometimes it's difficult in the practice because you have to kind of catch it over here and turn. Try, when you practice with your partner, try not to start with this bending. Extend first. Then as he comes, the strike comes, then you turn. Okay, so make sure you always go like this. And also this is, again, the spinning is very important. Here, not just this. Spinning, move the striking away to the other direction. So it's always when you have a contact, your hand is always spinning. So spinning and push it away. It's not put like this, it's like this. Like this. It's always like this. And the fifth one is for the, again, same as yokomen uchi, but for the taiten-naru. So again, same footwork. 1, 2, out this way, but as you step out, backhand goes straight up like this, or because it's yokomen, go like diagonal like this. Then the front half, cut. Here, cut the front striking half. So this is a practice for the hand movement. So just make sure and watch your mirror and see like this. Here it's coming. So extend like this. Extend like this, not like this. Extend, which means your hip kind of hand this way expand. This direction to extend. Then turn. You know, for the practice, make sure you extend. You almost turn to the other direction and come back with the hip. Of course, in the actual speed, it's go like this very fast. But make sure you even a little bit extend. Let the striking cut from this way. So, and front hand, cut it down. Keep your hands up here and cut it down. Here. You can see some of the technique from the video script for the yokomen striking for the kaiten nage. I can put some link down there so you can see how it works. So, and the next one, this is the fifth one. No. 1, 2, 3. Sixth one. Next one is again the same thing. Extend up, and this kind of up and extend like this. Just up. This is the shomen which coming, and just you extend and push to the sideways because it's coming this direction. You kind of push sideways and bring your hands up like this. Here, up. The front hand, you just go like and down like this. It's like going up and down at the same time. Again, when you go up, make sure you turn your hip, turn your koshi, make a space a little bit. So it's like bring it up like this. Up. Eventually goes like this. So up, down, down. Twist the back hand, up, down. When you practice with your partner, try to take the center. It's coming here, you take the center. Extend. That's pretty much the basic hand movement. It's all connected with your footworks. So even though there's a half step like this, but make sure, keep the distance same. In the beginning, many people have a tendency to go like this, or go like this. Yes, no, keep the same angle, same posture, and same position, which means this, not like this. No. Okay, so that's very important. I have to explain about the striking for the Aikido practice. So there's a couple basic striking techniques. First is shomen, which is cut straight like this. So which shomen means front. So you cut straight. Raise your back hands up like this, and as you step in, strike. You see, the striking point, I'm assuming hitting here because usually the head is here. So which you have to match the timing the moment you step in and the moment your back leg go like this, as same as Irimi, which means your body is very steady, very strong posture. That's the moment you hit. So here, like this. You see? When I stop, it stops. Stop everything. Stop everything. Like this. You don't have to really you don't have to really hit it hardly. You just try to match the timing. Because the philosophy of Aikido striking is not your muscle. It's just put your weight on your hand. So which means this is arm power. Arm power. It's very, looks powerful, but it's actually not. You try to put your weight and think, match the timing with your leg. So here, you see, it fits perfectly. That's the best striking. This moment, I can put all of my weight in here. Here. In the backhand, you try to kind of cover your face like this. This. So it's an Irimi movement, so make sure your back leg also always go like this. Try to cut the center. And for the beginners, you can start from here to here, to here. Which means you can raise your hand up all the way up until here, then start moving. That's good. Eventually, you can start from here, match it. Match it. You see, when I start moving, my entire body moves together. Entire body always moves together. And the second one is yokomen, which means side. But it says side, but doesn't mean side like this. It's more diagonal. It's almost straight, but like a 30 degrees, a little bit tilted to this direction. Try to cut the neck, cut the jaw, or cut the temple. In the practice, you usually try to aim it to your uke's neck. So here, this is the same. Instead of cutting straight, cutting diagonal. Cutting diagonal. So here, cut. Again, the same. The footwork, like this. Or you always open the back field. Again, I'm hitting here, let's say, then match the timing. When it's hit, when you stop. You can do it slowly, but make sure try to feel it. The moment it's of the hitting ground and hitting here, it's almost all the same moment. Here. And bring the other hand, cover your face like this. Also, kind of squeeze your body like this, because the striking hand goes this direction, and you want to use the other hand to kind of claw. So you squeeze your body in the same direction, so your body stays. Which means, if you are not using the other hand, it flows like this. Because you have all energy to go in this direction, but there's nothing to go the other direction, which comes like this. You don't want that because too much open space here, too much momentum here. So make sure when you strike, squeeze. Squeeze. So your body stays in the same posture. Squeeze like this. That's very important. It's also important to cover your face too. Like this. Again, the same thing. Match the timing. Match the timing. Okay? Well, the bad timing is like this. Hands goes fast and the foot comes later. That's very off. Or legs goes fast and hands comes later. No. That's both of them. This one is not, you are just using the momentum. It's not powerful at all. And also it's move like this. And also, this becomes just you using your upper body instead of using your weight and whole body. So make sure not, or no, make sure, match the timing. Match the timing. You see, when I stop, it stops. That's the power, that's the energy. And the third one is the striking. Striking is the legs, the footwork is the same. Okay? Like Irimi footwork. So open and strike. Open and strike. And your hand it just relaxes and goes straight. face, like this. Just like this. Do it slowly. Again, the same thing. Match timing. When you hit the target, that's the moment you switch. Steady. You don't really need to punch it with your muscle. All you have to do is just match the timing. Keep it. Measure the distance and you also hands never go out or in or swing like this. Your fist just go straight into the face. It's not like this, straight. Which when you practice, let's say, go to your iron with just one straight move. And when you finish striking, bring it back. Bring it back. Your hands, again, try to block your face. It could be flex. It's for the beginners. Start practice with this. It's not really hitting with your turning your body like this. Body all enter. So which means the other hand is also go like this. Yes. So this. Both hand pushing straight, very strong power. Try not to. That's just the arm. That's the muscle. You have to relax and just release. Looks weak, but when you aim something like mat or anything, try to strike, it has a power because you manage with your weight on your fist here. It's very powerful. It looks weak when you practice in the air, but when you actually strike something, it's very powerful. So all logic, all the philosophy is the same. Match the timing with the striking and the legs posture. It's always matched perfectly. It has to be perfectly. So it's even the same as the striking. It's not like, oh, this is not good. Legs too fast. This is arm too fast. Touch. That's another striking for the basic. Basic, but it contains almost everything about very important principles. That's striking. And next one is kicking. Kicking is, it's like we have a couple variations for the technique, but basic is the front kick. It's just the front kick. This looks weak, but you can see my other video, it's actually not weak. This time, you kind of like walking, but walking with big steps, which means you don't want to show your kicking in like a pre-motion on the upper body. Like for example, when you try to do the side kick, because this one is going up, you have to put all your weight on the other legs in the beginning. So that you have free to lift the other leg. So which means it appears like this. So and we don't want that. So from here, when you just your body weight, it just keep going straight. Never go the other side to lift the leg. So just keep straight, and as you walk, you just kick. As you walk, you just kick. So which, in that case, it doesn't appear in the upper body. And the same thing. Here, that's the moment you kind of put the weight on your leg. And it's not like karate or other style kicking. You kind of lift it and push it. That's very convenient, and this is more like tick. It's like swing. So swing and then kick. You have to feel the impact. You might practice like this. That's how you feel for the impact. So this is the place You hit the tatami a couple times, and that's how you hit, and just kick. This is Aikido, so you don't really need very powerful striking, but it's just the principle is killed all the pre-motion, and any striking, you always put your weight. Put your weight means match the timing. It's very poor timing with the leg. Even though you're not taking steps, still, same thing. That's how Aikido strike is. So practice this and practice with the footwork when you combine. And you can see my videos for the old warm-ups. So make sure you do the correct striking. You don't really need to strike hard, just feel it. Feel the weight, feel the moment to match with the footworks and striking. Okay? Okay, let me explain about another basic handwork and footworks. It is in the warm-up, so I want you to understand that correctly how to do it. It's a Meishinryu. It's a start from army posture. Remember the same thing as the leg move, and go straight forward like this. The bottom part, your lower body is the same, but hands goes up like this. Try not to let your knees go inward like this, so your entire body kind of twisted. Make sure you keep it straight. Your body keep it. Upper body, keep it straight, which means you have to kind of adjust your hip to keep your body straight. Go up like this. And it's not like make a momentum and do like this. Make sure every time start from zero and raise your hands up like this. Make a triangle with your arm. Put your body inside the triangle. So which means this is too low. You have to go up like this. From sideways, when you go up, make sure you kind of extend, but try not to put your weight like this. It just extend forward, which means it's very strong, but I'm not really depending on my weight. So extend forward and make sure your hands is kind of covering your whole face ahead like this. Forward. So see my body, when I move my leg and hands, it's all together. It's all connected. Put your shoulder down, relax, and extend forward, which means you don't want to go up like this. Make sure your shoulder down, and your elbow never go bent like this, or too extended like this. Nice and relaxed posture, and extend. Your hand, your arm, never go completely stretch out like this, and this is too much. It's a little bit bended. So when you put your hands on your koshi, this is how your arm the shape of arm. It's like a katana, because you want to use both of your muscles, this side and that side. So in this case, you cannot use this muscle. In this case, you cannot use this muscle. So when you bend a little bit, you can use both muscles. When there's a strike, it's very strong and stiff. It's very strong. So don't bend, don't extend. Little bit. That's a very strong arm. And keep it. Every time you move, you keep it. Come back and extend. And extend. That's the basic Meishinryu in the warm-up. When you make a step, one thing here, when you make this much step, you only make the same amount of the distance, which means this is not good. This is it. And when you turn around, turn to this direction. and then you have to change the position of your feet. Like this. Next step. And also, it's very important from here, if don't make your heel as an anchor like this. No. You can lift your leg because in real life you're wearing shoes. So which means you can slide your shoes on the floor. So it's okay to make a big step a little bit. This is more realistic. Some of the martial artists want to do the sliding movement, but that's not good for the actual situation. So you can lift it. But when you lift, switch it. You see? Switch the position. So you always keep that nice L shape. Okay? So forward, turn, and forward. Okay? Okay, let me explain about a couple of variations of the kemi, front row and back row. Last time I just introduced the basic back row, I'd say. This back row, that's the basic. But there's a couple more variations as you practice. Once you get used to lift your koshi from and heel up and take this. The next step will be, next step will be step back. Think like as you take the yuke, step forward back leg, and drop. So beginning is this, and next step is step back, and step forward, and push forward. Which is very important because every time when people do the technique, when they have a strike in throat or head or chest, they have a tendency to take a back step to take a kemi. But that's actually this step, you just lock your body so you can't fall. So when instead of stepping back, you have to step in to make a space so you can fall. So this is the second step, so step back. As you step in and fall. That's the second back fall. And next one is rotate. Rotate your body, and as you rotate, if you're going to the clockwise, this direction, which means going to the time to the right, bring your left leg, go like this, and knee down. So from here, if you go in this direction, turn your body, and as you turn, flip your feet this direction, and it's almost like trying to knee down here and fall. This is another technique that in some technique you don't have space or time to go like this direction. So instead of pushing your koshi forward, you make a turn and fall. That's the third one. So this. And the fourth one is bring your leg up and release your other leg and fall like this. This one is another technique that is somebody pushing your hip so you can't push forward, or if you're taking kemi dance for a kicking technique so that you can't bend. So lift your leg and just sit back. That's the fourth one. Here, just try to release this leg, which is difficult to really eventually get used to. So you just push. For the beginners, when you do the back four, practice both ways. This way. Here, and roll, and hand. That's very important. Also, push, down, try to cover your back head. You have to learn both ways, because in some situations, instead of hitting on the ground, you might want to project your head. So you have to be ready for both ways of your kicking. Okay?